Good morning. Today is 13th of November 2024. It's a Wednesday, midweek, and we're going to be racing today. We're going to be racing today at Rosehill. This is in New South Wales, Australia. This is how the track looks like. The track is quite similar to Flemington. The last finishing mile is about 400 meters from the last bend to the last finishing mile. That's about 400 meters. The ground rating today is good, and that's what we have to deal with today. And we have raced here a few times. We'll see how this track works out for us today. Welcome to Grandstand, and we do horse racing 5 days a week. And we do that in 2 steps. First, we try and identify the best horses through machine learning, physics, mathematics, a little bit of understanding of horse racing. And once we have identified the best horses with the best numbers, we try and take a look at the horses at the paddock when we get the feed from the paddock or the gates. If we find that the horses that we have chosen are all looking good and good to go with, we stick to our picks and place our bets. But if we find that there are better horses or there are circumstantial changes, we do make changes with our picks and then place our bets. It's horse racing, so we need to be vigilant. We need to be making quick decisions. And that's exactly what we try to do. So without any further ado, we'll get on with the first race today, which is here at Rosehill, and we'll see the number of scratchings we have. So there are total 4 runners and 3 scratchings. 4, 6, 7 has been scratched. 4, 6, and 7 has been scratched. Okay. One, 2, 3, and 5. So it's with the opposite sling. It looks like that. So 2, 3, and 5. These are the numbers that are to be taken a look at. We'll see. It's a 1200 meter. So this should work. This one, we are not far from the odds, and this is tremendous amount of, unless this thing doesn't run today, that's a separate thing. Nasir, welcome back. Blake, welcome back. Blake. Kelso, what race? Kelso, welcome to the channel. We are going to be racing at Rosehill today. We're going to be racing at Rosehill. Blake, Texas. Sure. Body balance. So this is basically, I don't know how to put it in simple words, but let's understand certain. This is. I mean, I work with mathematics, so I have a name that I thought is apt for this, so I call it body balance. But maybe professionals who are handicapping races, they call it something else. So what basically this is it's a numerical value that represents the balance of the body weight of the horse and the maximum potential of carrying weight. So the lower it is, the better it is. Why? Because the lower it is, this means that it has a higher body weight with a lower carrying weight, or it has a higher body weight. That's why it has higher chances of carrying a higher body weight. I don't know if I'm for example, this one is the best in class body balance. This one is the best in class too. So this thing is capable of carrying the highest body weight, highest carrying weight in this section. Now, if you look at the weight which has been assigned, this is actually having the highest body weight, carrying weight, sorry. So this thing isn't in tandem. This means that this horse is capable of carrying the highest body weight. It is carrying the highest body weight. The second one is a little lesser than that it is also carrying a little lesser than that. Now that brings us to 1. Now the 1 is probably not as good as the above 2, but it has been given an advantage here. So this advantage is again getting added up, and if we see the other advantage, like for example, it has a campaign advantage as well. This means this horse has been into this particular distance that it is going to be running, and it has an advantage here. It doesn't have that body weight, but it doesn't have that capability, but it has been given an advantage. Plus, it has been into this distance, the 1200 meter that we are talking about. It is also tested on a 400 meters straight. So this thing is good. The other one, this one has the lowest one, and you can see it has got the lowest body weight, carrying weight. It is the highest. I'm sorry, it is the highest in terms of body balance. That means it is capable of carrying lighter weight, so it has been given lighter weight. Along with that, there is a there is another number which has been assigned. This is basically, I'm calling it PP, but this is basically the, hold on, I'll tell you. It is basically the the negative markings. It's somewhere in the columns. It is somewhere in the columns which is calculating the negative markings on the weight and on the weight itself. So this one has the highest. It's a percentage. It's PP, so it's a percentage that is being assigned to this one. It's a percentage which is on the highest. The second one is 2, but the 2 has never been to this distance. So is the other one. And if you look at the advantage side, this is 96.59. So they're not like far. They're not like far. It's going to be close call. We need to take a look at which one is actually wearing blinkers in this one, because this is a 4-horse race. A 4-horse race is a tricky one. They don't even realize they're racing. The one with the blinkers, they always have the advantage, and the strategy is to get a lead from the gates. If you have blinkers and if you have a lead from the gates with those numbers, you're looking at getting through. No, it's calculating the jockey weight. It is also calculating the jockey weight somewhere. I mean, Blake, to be honest, I've got like there's more than 1,200 columns on screen. We've got 50 plus, I think. And these 50s, they're backed up with 294, and there's another 500 which is off screen, and those 500 are being backed up with another probably 1,000. So there's an immense amount of data which is working. So jockey weight, yes, definitely we calculate that. We calculate the distance, we calculate the bends, we calculate the profit and loss of these racing companies, the owners, the jockeys, the trainers, the stud farms, everything. And adding new every day when we think that we are making mistakes, when we think there needs to be some additional information that needs to be there. It's a continuous process, Blake. We're trying to improve this every day. Every day we're trying to improve this one step at a time. So that 5 is with the highest advantage. Here, both ways. It comes with 0 risk, probably has made the maximum amount of money, and that is also the favorite. Now, the problem. Now the problem is we are assuming that this is an advantage. We are assuming this is an advantage. But if they do not play the pace, if they do not play the pace, now this is where the jockey comes in, all right? This is where the jockey comes in. If the jockey doesn't realize that this thing has to be on pace, if the jockey doesn't push it from the gates, it will lose. If the jockey doesn't push it from the gates, the strategy is simple. That number 5 needs to have blinkers and it needs to get a lead from the gates. It cannot be the second in lead. If it loses the lead, it'll probably lose. It has to be on lead. Plus, it shouldn't be getting, so that 1 is not wearing any blinkers today. 1 doesn't have blinkers. So why we need a blinker on this one is because they don't realize that they're racing. And horses, they run in packs. That's why at times, I mean, most of the times, because I'm still testing the data, Blake. I'm still testing the data. 5 should win, but I am still not confident enough to put it just to win. But we'll be there shortly. Yes, correct. If 5 wins, it will validate the data. Whatever I write here, that gets added to my sheet. Whatever I'm writing on this notepad, that gets added to the sheet and it recalibrates. Not yet, Blake. Not yet. Not yet. We need to get a blinker on that 5. Otherwise, step out. Don't play. If we don't have a blinker on that 5, not worth it. This can go any direction. We need a, I mean, just to keep it. The 3 has blinkers. 1 way. PC, welcome back. Okay, 5 doesn't have blinkers. 5 doesn't have blinkers. 3 has blinkers, but that blinker is of no use. That blinker is of no use. That's not the blinker that you need in this race. You need a full cup. The horse shouldn't be able to look at what is happening at the back. Horses, they have a 360-degree vision angle. They can look directly behind. So that blinker on 3 is not helping. So right now it's dicey. I will not put in money. Everything is good, but now the problem is which way it is going to fall. So if we look at this, 5, 2, and 3. 5 is the lowest. So this is the pace. And this, if this thing gets into the advantage, then it is going to be a problem. So it's best to stay away. One bolted. One, it is tested. It is tested. 1 is tested. It's it's PC. It's been tested on a 400 meter. It's been tested on the ground. It's gone through. It's been there, done that thing. It is with advantage, but it's a 4-horse race, PC. The strategy is with this thing. This thing is going to fall back on the jockey, because if the jockey doesn't get a lead and if he doesn't understand the sense of this race, this thing is going to be a total mess. The one that has the lead from the gates is going to win. Because they will not even realize that they're racing. Yes. So, and it's the first one, PC. Give it a rest. Just watch. Don't get in. Just watch what they do. It's the first one. We've got races coming up, and I'm sure you're going to be playing both Doomben and Rosehill. So let's take it easy. It's 4-horse race. It's going to be tricky. We needed a blinker on that 5. That is not there. The only thing, the blinker is a jockey decision. The blinker is a jockey decision. If that jockey did not ask for a blinker, either he is overconfident or he is an ass. That 5 has all the numbers. It's the favorite. Frank 2. Welcome back, Frank. I've got no bets on this one. We'll watch. It's a 4-horse race. 5 is too hot. I told you that guy is an ass. It'll be very difficult for that 5 to recover from there. Let's see if the physics kicks in. Come on, baby. You've got physics with you. One and five. So the queen was okay, but that physics kicked in much later because this guy was, man. And not for a second it lost the lead. Not for a second. There was a time between that 800 to 600 meters where the three kind of tried to get in, but one didn't go anywhere. One 153. 1532. 5 and 1 queen could have done this. The physics kicked in. Ascot, welcome back. Physics is physics that'll kick in. But that's just a mulish jockey. That's just a mulish jockey. He had the race. He lost it because of his mulish behavior. The guy had the race, but he just lost it because of his mulish behavior. Anyway, we'll go to the next one. Three, 4, 8 scratched. I'm going to take it to the other screen. I'll show you once it is done. PC5 girl, your tweeted gold. Man, that happened. Chandan Kumar, welcome back. Dumb job. I didn't take you. Chat him. Alright, this is the second one. Okay. This is the second one. What I'll just put down the numbers first. Second one. 167 and 4182. Now I'll explain what is happening. It's a mixed sext. That's the first one. It's a mixed sex. And if we look at how the spread is, that one, and on the upper swing we don't have much apart from that 11, which is not adequate. So this thing has to be in tandem. This thing has to be in tandem. If we have a bar like that in the lower swing, we need an equivalent bar here. This thing is not as, it's no competition. It's probably half. So we're going to ignore that 11. Now, if we look at what's happening here, this is what it is. That it's a mixed sex, so that there is a colt. So there's every chance this race is going to go out of the window, because this is numbers will go out of the window the moment they start getting sexually active, and that filly is there. If that filly gets sexually active, I mean sexually interested with this colt, then that filly will not do anything. It will probably just follow that colt. Gildings are the best choices in here. Now, talking about the gilding, the first one, the one is a gilding which has been to one of the league races, which is good. We don't have much information about the horse, but we can see how the weight distribution has been done. So this thing has the advantage. We've seen how that one looks like. That is that one. That's the gilding. That one is there. Then it is that filly 6, and then it is 7, that colt. So it's in that order. If we look at how the sequence is, even then the 6 is on top, then the 7 and 1. Since we have no sequential data, that thing falls below. Now that 2 is with gate advantage. It's a gilding, and if you see the strength of the gate, then that's the one. That is the one. So these are on negatives, but this thing is the only positive and lowest. So that's the one which is with the gate advantage. Possibility number 1 is 1 gets through. 1 gets through. But the problem with 1 is here. These people might be a little adventurous, wherein number 2 is with tried and tested people. These people know what they're dealing with. They've been here, done that thing. So 2, I'm going to keep it as independent, and it is going to be EW. But generally speaking, with the strength of the race, that 1, 6, and 7, they should come in this order. 6 and 7 are second 1 because of that advantage. So I'm going to keep 1, 6, and 7 as trifactor, and 2 is my coffee money, which is a 12-cent bet that is going to be on a win bet on this 2 because of the gate advantage and the people. 1, 6, 7, and 2. We'll check what's going on with the odds. 7, 6, 5, and 2. 7, 6, 5, and 2. 7, 6, 5, and 2. That 2 has tremendous amount of gate advantage in this one. And PC, I'm we finally have been able to set up the server. We still need to do a lot of work, but it looks like we're more or less there. All the data that we lost from the crashed server, I'm trying to push it back to the new one. But this thing would have been possible without your support, my friend PC. Thank you so much, PC. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for this channel. So 1, 6, 7, one with the advantage. I'm going to believe that one is going to work out. That colt is number 7, which is the favorite. I can never trust a colt, but 7 is the favorite. 7 favorite. Six, 7, 9, 1. Ascot. Why is 7 favorite? People think it's going to win, Mariam. People think that it's going to win. It's been sent to favorite. Well, that reminds, let's check how the flux are. Let's check how the flux are. 7. Boy. You see that? That is too much trust. Sandani, 5 is win. Yeah, 5 has advantage. 5 is a resistance. That can happen. Winning, I don't know whether it will be able to win, but 5 might get in. 7's too hot. For a colt that hot, it is anyway a red flag. But it is Rosehill, so they probably, that thing is not going to go out of the odds. It'll not. I don't know. We'll see. It's a mixed sex. Mixed sex is they always end up in embarrassment. Mixed sexes, they always end up in embarrassment. They kind of, this is the worst, not the worst actually, worst is not the right word, is the most difficult way of designing a race when you put in the fillies and the colts or the mares and the horses together in one race, because that's when every logic is going to go out of the window. It is going to be all about hormones. We don't know about hormones. We need a vet. We don't have a vet. Generally, what we have seen majorly in this channel is whenever it is a mixed sex, the geldings have much better chances than the fillies, because fillies generally tend to be following the horses or the colts. And the horses and the colts, they are in their own world. It is only them who know what they are actually going to do. You can't make them do anything. They're the alpha males. Mariam, 1 and 10. That's why he chose 6. Frank 10. The 6 is with a lot of the 6 is a good horse. Firstly, it's probably the best. The 6 is probably the best horse. But if that behaves like a shy girl today and starts following that colt, that'll be a disaster. Yes, 7 is I don't know, 7 is a colt and it's in good hands today, Mariam. It's not that it is in juvenile hands, it's in good hands. The colt is in good hands. "11 was the only one on the upper sling." We've checked that. 11 was the only one on the upper sling, but that is not as at par with what the lower slings are. Right, now bring it in, baby. You have the strength. Come on, baby. Move it, move it, move it, move it. Six, 7, 5, 11, I think. 6, 7. Six, 7. Six, 6, 5, 7 or 6, 7, 5. We'll check the numbers. 657 11. 657 11. Easy. Yeah, I'll show you what happened. So that 6 was the best horse, there's no doubt. And look at the advantage which has been given to this. The only thing that could have messed up is if this thing had gotten in with that 7 in any ways. 1. All right, 5, 6, 7, 5. 5. If we see what has happened, that's the that's where sorry. This is where the if we look at where the primary handicapping is, it's on the third one. So basically, that thing should have been third, but because that colt is a colt, it's a mule. That's why this thing came in there. But 0 is null and void. But this thing definitely had the thing 5 and 11, but that's 6, 7, 5 and 11. If we look at that, so that thing kind of makes sense, though I take 0 as null and void. But here and here. And what happened to 1? 1 basically, I don't think this the reason why we are not getting this data is because this horse and the people, they have especially the jockey, has no idea of this track. This jockey had the advantage, but the jockey have never raced here. That's 100% sure. This jockey has never raced here at Rosehill. Today was the first time that he's been to Rosehill, and he did not have the idea of the dimensions and the advantage that it had. Classy. Rexy, bro! No. So, we call it rigging at times, but probably, we need to fall back and do a little research on what exactly happened. We're scared of things that we have no clue of, and we call that a ghost. When we have no clue what that thing is, we call it a ghost. In horse racing, when we don't have a clue, we call it rigging. But it's always ideal to go back, check where the mistakes have been. We are learning, we are developing every day, but we are also making mistakes. So it's only ideal to go back and check where we are making mistakes. Scott is
and put money on winning two things. So I got a double profit.
Ascot seems to be has made quite some money. Another 2 pay. So probably the rich one. 1, 5, 3, 2. Okay. 6 Bendigo. We'll take a look at the other one. Rosehill. Number 3. No scratchings. Or win, yes. This is what I have, okay? So this is going to be 1500 meters. That too is the favorite. It's in very good hands. But if you look at the primary handicapping, that one comes up. So, and two is not the one with the best advantage. So, if you look at this also, then three is the one. And this gate doesn't make sense. This gate is not making any sense. I don't know what it will be. That two can get it a place. Probably yes, it might get a place, but winning seems to be very difficult. That one is with the highest value on primary handicapping, so it has huge advantage in this race, this distance. It has been tested on this ground, it has been tested on the last mile, so that one is in a very solid position. I wanted to go with 8, but 8, the people are funny. These people, they have advantage, but I don't know whether they'll be able to encash it. The next one is this one, the 6. So that's there. 5 is with the best in class body balance, so there's no doubt. 4 is the filly that we have limited information about, but this thing can swing both ways. Whether it is pace or non-pace, it'll swing both ways. So 4 is my coffee, and I'm going to go with 1, 6, 5. So I've got 2 quinellas here. Well, Blake, this is what I do, right? So right now that 2 is the favorite. I don't have 2 in my data. I mean, I kind of am not in favor of that 2. That 2 doesn't is not making sense to me, to be honest. It's not making sense to me. But how I bet generally is I keep the favorite in the middle. I keep the favorite in the middle, and I go with two quinellas. One with this one, like in this case, one is going to be, I mean, I should have put in the one in the middle. So one is going to be 1615. My two quinellas are going to be 16 and 15, and my coffee money is going to be on 4, which is going to be independent. So that 4 is independent. That's a win bet. I was initially I was putting it as EW, which is each way, whether you get a place or you win. I was putting it like that, but I've made changes. So right now that coffee money is on win bet. So I've got 3 bets, and please note that my bets are 12 cents. My bets are 12 cents. I am on my exposure is minimum. I take it as a sport, not get rich quick scheme. That's why 5 is good. Five is the best in class body balance, but that 5 basically doesn't have any advantage. That's completely relying on the fact that 5 is completely the lone survivor. It doesn't have any advantage. It's just the body balance which should do good. The reason it doesn't have any advantage probably is because it is has the best in class body balance. So that horse itself is a very strong horse. That horse itself is quite capable, so there's no added advantage given to that horse. But if we look at the other advantages and disadvantages, we're probably looking at that 4 is back there, which is not doing anything at this point of time. Six. One. 6 1. It's very early right now, but right, go baby. You gotta run. If you don't run, you don't win. It's as simple as that, you mule. Run. You gotta run. Four, baby. 4-1. 4-1. 4, baby. Easy. Or do 1, I think. Four. 4-1 and 5. 4-1 and 5. So what happened to that 6 is sad. I will take a look at the next one. Six, seven. Scratched. So here is what happened. If you look at, that one with the advantage, it got in. But if you look at what happened, that's the body balance, 1500 meter. It basically worked out here. 2 was not in a position to win, but that's what happened. This one was a good one, actually. The 2 is a good one. It's not that it's bad. It was with some good people, but it was not in a position to win. So my mistake here is, ignoring the presence of the 2. I mean, it's me behaving a little mulish and not acting accordingly. I should have taken in that 2 in consideration, just because it's the favorite and it is not with bad people. So even if it can't win, we have to consider the fact that it is within the odds, and I'm not perfect. So there are systems out there that are doing much complicated calculations than what we are doing, with some very swanky devices which we do not have. Behaving mulish is not going to work. So we'll use that feeling next time. 4 was that's not the 4 was not the doubt, PC. The doubt was 2. 4 was not the doubt. The doubt was 2. And I thought that, the 2 is not going to win. But it is stupid of me to think that it will not win. But can it get a place? I even said that. Can it get a place? Yes, probably it will get a place. So if I'm saying that and not considering that, then I am an ass. It's me, the ass. PC, we are not far. We are not far. We'll have this thing. We'll have them by their jewels, man. We'll have them by their jewels. It's just a matter of time. We'll have them by their jewels. Each and every track, we will have them by their jewels. Any track in the world. We will get them by their jewels. It's just a matter of time. And that was me acting mulish, stupid. I know that 2 will not win. That's my conviction. I know that this thing is not going to win. It's not there. It's not the right space. But it is in the space to get a place. It is in the right place to get a place. And not considering that is a mulish behavior. Yep. We'll go to the next race, number 4. 6 and 7 scratched. Roser, coffee money, I'm putting it as win as of now, but that's not exactly finished. I'm still doing it. I'm putting coffee money as win. Still not finished. Mm. Right, so this is what I have. Okay. Now we know the odd line 4821. If we it's a 1800 meter. Now that 9 is the best in class body balance. It's a 4-year-old gelding with advantage today. All right, it is tested on last 400. So that 9 is the balance of this race. Is it in good hands? It's in good hands. It's probably the one which is going, the only one that's profit making after this one. So that's there. Now, this is body balance. It's 1800 meters, so that's body balance. Now, is it the best horse? Probably not. All right. The best one is this one. All right. So if we go through the sequence, this is what we are looking at. Four is not in the picture. It is not the best in class body balance. It is not the, it doesn't even have the age. It's a 6-year-old gelding over 1800 meter. If we look at the pace, this doesn't have the largest pace. Where did it go? 4. So it is probably having the third largest pace. Speed wise, it is not good. Balance wise, it is not good. People wise, it is good. Horse wise, it is also not good. So that 4 is the favorite. For what reason? I have no clue. That 2 is on pace. This 2 is on pace. The next one is a 7-year-old gelding. If we give that thing a rain check, then probably 6 is on the second, 4 is on the second. If we give this one, that is a 7-year-old gelding. But then again, it has you know, it has done races on similar distances, and it's on pace. It is the third one. If we look at the other stuff, the 9 is the best in class body balance with advantage. 1 is one of the best horse. 8 is probably with the best pace here. I mean, not the pace. It's basically, it's a non-pace, but this is the one which will react at the last 400 meters. This is the one which is going to react at the last 400 meters. If you looked at what happened here, 4, we did not have any information on that. This 1, this did not do anything because this was a mule. We don't have any race that we can refer to on this particular thing, but that's what it is. 8 is the one that will kick in at the last 400 meters. 8. Kane, welcome back. So 298. 9 is the one, but now the question is, okay, 8 is getting tailed. 8 is getting tailed. But it's a 4-year-old mare. We'll keep it. There's no problem. There is no problem. 1 is with the 8 is getting tailed. That's not a nice thing to look at. That getting tailed kind of a situation is not great. That thing becomes dicey the moment it starts getting tailed. It becomes dicey. So yeah, 1800 meter. We're looking at what? Coffee money. I'm going to go with this primary handicapping which has been done. All the way more because that 8 is getting tailed. So yeah, so coffee money is on. Coffee money 1 is my win bet actually, and that 8 is there. 2 is what? Who is on pace? 2 is on pace. How do we place that 4? I don't know. I'm just going to go with 1. I don't know how to place that 4 because that 4, last time I should have reacted on that favorite and put it in between here. But this time I don't know how to do this. We'll have to work on this. I don't know. I'm just going to go with 1. We'll see how it works. I just have 1 bet on this, which is coffee money 1. I don't know, maybe let me put, no, let's go with 1 bet. I also like the 9 because it has the best in class body balance. I also like the 9, but I'm just going to go with 1. Money, I'm what? I don't know, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that 8 and 9 both are very good. The 8 and 9 both are very good. The 4 is absolutely illogical. I don't know why that 4 is doing what, I mean, the 4 is doing what it is doing right now, but we'll see what it does. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but we'll see how it works. No, 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 that 8. I wanted to go with both of them, but I had no time. Yeah, so that 1 did the job. 4 didn't get a place. 18 183 18394 or 349, something like that. 183. What was that? 3 was that 7-year-old gilding with pace that we thought, let's, even if we give that a rain check. 3 was that 7-year-old gilding. Was there 1834? Yes. That's pure physics, nothing else, just physics. Mr. Django, welcome to the channel. So I'll tell you what was happening here. If you look at the sheet, so that's the primary handicapping, all right? Now, 8 got in with the primary handicapping. 8 definitely got in. Now, they also had neighboring gates. That's another advantage that I would have looked at later on. But probability says it is 400%. Probability says, when we do the probability test, it says 400% on this. Plus, when you see the primary handicapping, it says the top. Now, that happened with 1 and 8. If we look at you know, the last 400 advantage, this one had the highest. If we look at the pace, now that's 2 and 3. So pace will not work. Pace will not work on a 1800 meter. So these are the things that needs to be, you know, done in minute details. And 30 minutes, by the time we do the races, that's pretty less for what we do. And that 2 and 3 got in because it was there. It was there. But how 2 missed it is something I don't know, because that 4 came in because it was one of the best in class body balance. So that thing will have to calculate as well. So 2 of the body balances are always guaranteed that this will get in, but the question is how and what is the placing. We're kind of working so Roser, the thing is, Hawkesbury doesn't have horses. Hawkesbury is a track that doesn't, if you do not have stock, what do? You play with the same stock and put a different price tag every time on that. I mean, if you're running a shop, you'll know if you don't have new stock, what will you do? You will work with the old stock and, you know, maybe decorate it with some we'll give it some decoration and, you know, call it by a different name and give it a new price tag. That's what you're going to do. Hawkesbury do not have horses. But the real test is going to be when we're going to be racing back again in a track like Randwick or Flemington. Flemington, I'm very eager to race next time. Flemington, I'm very eager to race next time. We'll see how it works. Roxbury, I skipped most of the races. It did not make sense yesterday. All right, we'll go to the next. Otherwise, I'll not be able to finish this. So, three, 5, 6 has been scratched. What's wrong with these guys? Why are they not moving? That's not my fault. They're just not moving. PC, Grand, did you see 8? Oh, 8 was fabulous, PC. 8 had all the numbers, but the jockey should have, like you rightly pointed out, the jockey, basically, I have a strong feeling, PC, this is, I'm not sure yet, but I'm trying to find it out. So I have a strong feeling that, what happens basically at times is, so, we all know that the handicapping is done on the horse as well as on the jockey. That's why you get a reduction in weight when there's an apprentice jockey. Right, absolutely. But I mean, if you are the only one, PC, you always point out that you've gone with a jockey that had the advantage on the weight reduction. So it's usually an apprentice jockey. So they get a claimer. They get a claimer of maybe at times 3.5 kilos, 4 kilos, 1.5 kilos, depending on distance and what it is doing. Now, it's a combination of both handicapping the horse as well as handicapping the jockey. Now, I still don't know how it works, but my friend, I'm working on it. I still don't know how it works. The numbers will actually have to be there to validate that there's an advantage or there's a disadvantage. So I still don't know how it works, but as a horse, 8 was fabulous. We had the numbers on 8. I wanted to go with either 1 and 8 or 1 and 9 if I had, if I had put that thing correctly, but I didn't actually, because I did not have time and I was running short of time and I couldn't make up my mind. So I just went with 1, which had the primary handicapping, the largest number. But that's not the only thing. To get this thing right, we'll have to build this in a way so that it becomes easier. It becomes easier. I mean, working with 50 different variable PC, it's a menace, and with my eyesight, I make mistakes, but I'm trying to figure it out, my friend. I'm trying to figure it out. We'll be there. We'll be there. We'll be there. We'll be there. It's all about the sneaky things that they do. It's all about the sneaky things that they do. Yeah. 2. So I'll show you. I have not been able to complete the entire thing. So 2 is a good one. It has huge pace. All right, it's one of the best horses. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. But if we go with this number that took that one on an 1800 meter, that is with 8. But the problem here with 8 is this is a horse. Even 2 is a horse. This horse, I have indications that it is probably a docile one. This is obedient. And I don't have that obediency number on this one. This is obedient, but it has pace. So this 2 is going to 2 is one of the primary contender that is there. That colt is also there. This colt and this 4, they have the last 400 meter strength. They will give very serious competition in the last 400 meters. They will give very serious competition in the last 400 meters. That 4 and 7, that's there. But the problem is none of these horses have been to a 1500 meter. The numbers are good on this, but the 8 is with this number. That's the pro. The con is I do not know if that horse will actually listen to the jockey and will work. We'll rely on the physics and we'll see what happens. So 2, like you rightly said, PC, 2 is good. 2 has huge pace. 2 has huge pace. But 8 is with a very strong number to ignore. Also, 8, the disadvantage is that I don't know if that horse will actually listen to the jockey. I don't know, because I don't have a substantial number to show that. I don't know if that horse is going to actually listen to this jockey and do what it is asked to do. But it has a number that I cannot ignore. So I probably am going to, ideally I would have skipped this one, but I'm going to stay. And I'm going to put a coffee money on 8. This is where I cannot make up my mind, I skip. But today we'll make an exception and put 12 cents on that 8. We'll take a look at the odds. Two, 1, 4, 7. Two is the favorite. 2 is definitely going to be there. There is no doubt. But can it win? I don't know. It has the pace. It definitely has the pace. That thing has pace. 2 is apparently the winner. But we'll see if the physics works on 8. But the 8 also has disadvantage. If this horse may just say, nah, I don't race on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, I watch Netflix and I watch other lady horses. I don't like to race on Wednesdays. It might just say that. Munna Manaf. Munna, welcome to the channel. So, the thing is, this entire thing is a very controlled environment. It's a very controlled environment. What I mean by saying that is, whoever has designed the race, he knows which is going to win. And why it is a controlled environment? Because it's a constant tussle between the betting platforms and the racetracks. The racetracks, they like to rip off the betting platforms, and the betting platforms are relying on numbers like we do. So what I'm trying to say is, it's a controlled environment. It's basically, they want to make sure that the game is in their hand and they are controlling it. It will not go beyond their hands. So whatever is winning, whatever is losing, it is based on the designing that has been done. Number 7. Mr. Django. I don't know. I would have skipped this one, but we'll see. No. 2 is very good, Munna. 2 is very good. 2 is good. That Colt is 7 and 4. They're going to give a very strong competition. They're going to give a very strong competition at the last 400. They're not going to leave it. They have the strength on the last 400. But we'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. All right, now run, baby. Races you win by running, Mr. Mule Horse. If you do not run, you do not win. So you gotta run. Run, baby. 1, 2, 4, and 8. 1, 2, 4, and 8. Nothing much happened. It replaced that 7 because the jockey did not know what to do. Okay, why did 1 win? I will show you what happened with 1. So I went with 8 because of that number. All right. 2 was a very good horse. 1, these people, they come within the body balance. All right. 10, 9, and 1. And if we look at the other 2 that are coming in, these 2 have been making losses. This guy has been making profits. This guy is actually very much aware of how to use this horse. This guy, I mean, this entire company, the connection, that includes the owners, the stud farm, the trainers, everything, their profit and losses, that is summarized into those 2 numbers. So they're kind of in profit. They're the highest CNF. Manik, Rajiv, Beaumont. We don't have Beaumont, Manik, Rajiv. We don't have Beaumont. We just have Rosehill and Doomben. If there's a continuous feed on Beaumont, that I'm not aware of. Is a hangover. Yeah, so it, you know, plus we had no clue of that, what that thing could actually do. So this is I'll show you once again. So when that's like this, for 1, like for all the other horses we have, whether it is pace or it is non-pace, for this one we've got nothing. So the reason we've got nothing is probably could be for many reasons. I'm not yet sure why, but that's one of the things that I have seen going positive rather than negative. This is not a bad sign. This is actually a good sign. And whenever we don't have this, that thing has done some destruction. This and this is a lethal combination. Whether it has the numbers or it doesn't have the numbers, that doesn't make anything no more sense, but that's a lethal combination. Teamwork is huge. Teamwork is a big thing that works everywhere. If you have people who are taking right decisions and those decisions are being adhered to, and those decisions are well spread with dedicated responsibilities, you're looking at a successful end. We'll go to the next. Rosa. That's the last one. 6. Let's try to get the best. 4, 10, 12. Scratched. 4, 10, 12 has been scratched. Then Bendigo. 7, 5. The odds are right. The odds are right, baby. We can't make money in this one, but the odds are right. 7 probably is going to win. It doesn't look like it has competition today. By the way, that 11 is a check. The only surprise that can come is from probably 11. Here is what I have. So, we've gone through this. This is the. There are 4 in body balance: 3, 7, 8, and 5. Now, 3 is the best in class. It's with a lot of good people. They know what they're dealing with. 3 is good. It has been to league races. There's no problem. But the problem is this thing has never been into a 1300 meter. Is it a good horse? It's a good horse. Is it the best? No. The best one is 7. The best one is 7. So it has certain amount of physics, but that has been sabotaged here. It has not been given the adequate push it required compared to this 7. So that doesn't look like it's happening. That number, magic number, is also with 7. Is it with good people? They are fabulous people. CNF 97%. We're looking at, if we look at the pace, it's not a pace horse. This thing is not a pace horse. This thing is going to pull up in last 400 meters. It'll give competition, but it'll pull up in last 400 meters. That, having said that, 2 is also on the same line. Probably what we're looking at is that 5 taking a lead. We're looking at that 5 taking a lead. That's what we're looking at, probably. The pace is with 8. Huge amount of pace is with 8, but these people, I don't know how they'll react. 13 was nice too. 13. Oh, and that going 7 Rosehill. 7 doesn't look like 7 is going to lose today, PC. It doesn't look like. It doesn't look like this thing is going to lose. On probability, it says 450%. I've seen better numbers on probability. On probability, that 7 says 450%, surpassing everything else. I've seen better numbers than that, but today we're going to go with 7. I have only one bet, 7. But that's the favorite actually, so there's no money on this one. That's what I was trying to say, that there's no money on this one. Unless it is like PC. PC probably is going to push in an obnoxious amount of money that can probably be my entire month's salary. So he's going to push in that kind of a money. So PC is going to make a lot of money if that 7 gets in. PC has some nerves to go with that kind of stuff. Mr. Django, 6 is getting tailed, by the way. 6 is getting tailed. A 5-year-old gelding getting tailed is not a great sight. These odds are not wrong today. This is the last race. Rosehill is going to give those odds. That's there. Is the last race. So the only surprise that can come is probably 11. It has certain amount of advantage, but I don't know if it'll actually translate. But winning, I don't think it's possible for 11 to win from any direction, but it might give a very strong competition. And that thing looks like that 11 is a black horse. It's a black beauty. Yeah, 2 and 5, we're going to see a early pace on those things. You're going to see a early pace on 2 and 5. That's what the numbers are. And that 11 is building up, baby. The 11 is building up. All right, now run, baby. 7, don't disappoint today. You are a cannonball. Cannonball! Do not disappoint today, Mr. Cannonball. Run like there's no tomorrow. Come on. 170, man. 170. That 5-year-old gelding. 1 in 7. Is that 1 in 7 or 7 in 1? 1. Why that happened? I don't know. No logic. There's no logic on this. This one probably rigged. I don't know. I'm just saying. I can't see a logic. Where's that one? There's no indicator on that one. Is it the best horse? No, it is one of the worst. Does it have the best pace? No, it doesn't have the best pace. Does it have the advantage? No, it doesn't have the advantage. Did it make enough money? No, it did not make enough money. Does it have any supporting length? No, it doesn't have any supporting length. That one is something that got in. No advantage, nothing. Did it have the best jockey, best trainer? Nothing. Nothing. This one probably Rosehill 8 because we all thought everything was on 7. This thing, I mean, there's no other logic. There's nothing on that one. There's nothing on that one. It was high on something or something. I don't know. But that happened. What are the numbers, by the way? Let's take a look at the numbers. Man, that was stupid as hell. That was stupid as hell. What are the numbers? 173. 173 and 11. 173. 173 and 11. So that thing is goofed up. That thing is goofed up. Anyways, that is it. That is it. I don't know about that PC, but I can tell you this thing did not play right. Let's look at the numbers. What are we talking about? 173 and 11. 7 was the favorite. All right. So that thing is there with all the right numbers in place. 1, I do not know what is there. 3, I can still take it because it is the best in class body balance. 3, I can still take it that it is is the best in class body balance. This is physics. I understand that. I do not understand this. 11, I had a feeling that this thing can go wild. This thing has the capability of going wild. But there's no point talking about it now. But 1, I do not know. 1, I mean, if anybody has any idea why 1 got through, please let us know. Please let us know. Beaumont 2. I don't have the data for Beaumont, my friend. I just do one track one day. Tambe. I just do one track one day. Today, I just had Rosehill. It's a lot of data that needs to be processed. I cannot. I don't have the bandwidth to do all the tracks. I do not have the bandwidth to do all the tracks, but I just do one track. But that's what happened. But if anybody has any clue what happened to 1 and why that 1 won, please let us know. We want to learn. But thank you very much for being there. That was the last one, but I'm going to be racing not tomorrow, on Friday again in one of the tracks. I don't know which one, but Friday we are going to be racing. Tomorrow is Thursday. We do not race on Thursdays. Friday, Saturday we are looking at doing some good racing. We're going to be racing on Friday again. And thank you very much for being there. Ascot, bro, thank you so much for being there. Tambi, thank you so much for being there. PC, thank you so much. Lewis, thank you so much for being there, bro. Mr. Django, thank you so much. Maniam, thank you so much. Munna, thank you so much. Rosa, thank you so much for being there. Kane, thank you so much for being there. Aaron, thank you so much for being there. Blake, my friend, thank you so much for being there. Rexy, bro, thank you so much. I think Rexy has gone off to sleep. But thank you, guys. I'll see you on Friday again. Thank you. Not tomorrow, bro. Friday. Tomorrow is Thursday. We'll try to fine-tune the server tomorrow again. We'll see. Have a great day, Jeff.